There was a rumor at Crestwood High about a classroom on the 3rd floor that no one used anymore. Room 308. Students said that years ago, a strict teacher named Mr. Holloway vanished in the middle of a detention session. No one knew what happened to him, but his angry voice was sometimes heard echoing through the halls late at night. One evening, after being caught skipping class, Jake was assigned detention in room 308. The school had run out of space elsewhere, so the teacher reluctantly sent him in alone. The room was dusty, the old wooden desks covered in cobwebs. As soon as he sat down, the door slammed shut behind him. At first, he thought it was just a draft, until he heard the scraping of chalk against the blackboard. Words appeared on the board, one letter at a time. "You're late." Jake turned, heart pounding. The old teacher's desk at the front of the room was empty, but the air around it shimmered. A shadowy figure emerged, glaring at him with hollow eyes. The next morning, the janitor found room 308 unlocked and empty. The only sign that Jake had ever been there was a line of chalk scrawled on the board. Detention never ends. Lena loved photography, so she was thrilled when she was chosen to work on the school yearbook. One afternoon, she stayed late to go through old yearbooks in the library's archive section. She found an old, dusty book from 1965, its cover cracked and faded. When she flipped through the pages, she noticed something strange. Some of the students' faces were scratched out, as if someone had violently tried to erase them. Curious, she checked the names. None of them appeared in any later yearbooks. It was as if they had vanished after that year. A whisper filled the air, and the pages flipped on their own. New pictures appeared, modern photos of students she recognized, but their faces were already scratched out. At the bottom of the page, a message appeared in ink. "Next is you." The next day, the first student whose face had been scratched out in the book didn't show up to school. By the end of the week, 3 more were missing. The yearbook committee decided to burn the book, but when Lena returned to the library, it was back on the shelf, waiting for the next unlucky reader. Ryan had always been a skeptic when it came to ghost stories. His school had one about a hallway in the basement where students had supposedly gone missing. One night, on a dare, Ryan decided to check it out. The basement was cold and silent. He found the hallway easily. It was just an old, unused corridor with flickering lights. Laughing to himself, he started walking down it. But after a few minutes, he realized something was wrong. No matter how far he walked, the hallway never ended. The door behind him was gone. The walls stretched on infinitely, the same lockers and posters repeating over and over. His phone had no signal. His footsteps echoed unnaturally, like something was walking right behind him. When he turned, the hallway was filled with shadows, shifting and growing closer. Panic set in. He ran, but the hallway only got longer. The last thing he saw before the darkness swallowed him was his own reflection in a glass window. Except, it wasn't him. It was something else, smiling back at him. The next day, the school carried on as usual, but the janitor swore he could hear faint footsteps coming from the basement, along with a voice whispering, "Help me." Which one gave you the most chills?